Hey everyone, just got off of work, picked up my daughter, left my daughter and my wife home. I'm on my way to the Big Shot City, the other side of Make Believe Interpol exhibition, today in Los Angeles at Brain Dead Studios. I'm going with my brothers, my brother Andy, my brother Sammy. Andy's recording, Sammy's in the back. But it's 5:46 right now, an hour of traffic, so we're probably going to be there a little before 7. According to Interpol and Brain Dead Studios, they actually have the space open from 12 to 8 p.m. today, with the event resuming at 9 p.m. sharp, with the doors opening at 8:30. So we're hoping to give you guys an exclusive look inside the pop-up, merch, everything in between, and then grabbing whatever we're going to grab merch-wise, and then head straight to the waitlist line as we're waitlisted, and hopefully we get in, and hopefully Paul Banks shows up. That's kind of the rumor floating around because of the promotional poster for the event today. So fingers crossed we get in, and fingers crossed Paul Banks shows up. So I'll see you guys over there. We're just about here, 648 on Fairfax Avenue. Gotta find parking. More cops for your viewing pleasure. Ladies and gents, we are here. We got parking. It took a while. That's LA for you. So yeah, something going on. That might have something to do with all those cops you hear and see. I hope it's nothing crazy. There's not really a line. We didn't get footage of the entrance, but it's a very small line. We're gonna go in there real quick, take footage of the merch, as I said, and everything, and get as much as we can, because it's not guaranteed we're gonna get in later. So yeah, I'm gonna take the time to give you guys a thorough and brief tour, and I'll probably record some of the listening session, Q&A with Atiba Jefferson. I think that's how you say his name. And hopefully Paul Banks if he shows up. So yeah, see you guys inside. We are here. Let's go upstairs. Alright, we're upstairs. Hello.
I'm gonna do 100.
Gotcha. Thank you. Got the shirts here. I'm gonna go outside in line right now. Wish us luck.
What do you play in the morning? Stone Roses. There you go.
We made it. Yeah. I'm following you, so choose a spot. $30 discount.
He's an incredible talent and a total bro, and he took some really, really beautiful, candid images of the band while we worked on this record. And I think that really is testament to his just vibe and his talent as a photographer, make the subject feel comfortable and to kind of, you know, in a real documentary sense, be a fly on the wall, which is not easy with a band like ours. So thanks to Atiba, and, you know, always a joy and a pleasure to work with you. And I hope everyone enjoys the event. And I run and I jump and I make lattes.
Coffee clowns. What are you, fucking coffee clown? Some kind of fucking coffee clown?
I told you,
You know,
it's my new jam, dude.
singer boy. You drinking milk there? You some fucking clown or something?
I didn't actually get the phone mark.
No foam art?
There's no like little bunny or something.
No phone mark, but it's pretty fucking legit. Here we are in Eldred, New York, working on Interpol record number 7. Currently untitled. It's a working title, but that's a secret. Yeah, other than that, making lattes really about the sound good.
I am Sam Fogarino, and basically drummer.
My name is Daniel. I play guitar. A little bit of piano. We are writing our next record.
I think if we're going to be technical and proper, it would be pre-production for the recording sessions that will give birth to our next record.
The process of making this record has been kind of an ongoing thing that started at the beginning of the Pandy, basically, or last summer, kind of mid 2020 Pandy vibes. Daniel started sending around tracks, and I started doing vocals and bass lines basically from Edinburgh last summer.
Yeah, because of this whole moment in time that we're having, we had to sort of pivot like everyone else, but we normally write a little bit more kind of traditionally in the sense that we're in the same room, but because we couldn't be in the same country, you know, I started off writing songs and I sent them to the other guys, and Paul had bass and guitar and vocal, and then Sam had drums, and we kind of discussed it internally through email.
We found a way to write remotely, and here basically we came together once many of the songs already had like an identity and a structure and a bass line and a vocal idea, and we're just kind of like trying them out now together in the group.
Favorite songs we asked me, and I'm going to
Yes.
emoji like, I don't know. Yeah,
You don't have a favorite song?
I don't have a favorite song.
I have a couple, and they're all, at this point, they're all working titles.
I don't. To me, it's like, it's really nice and gratifying when you see a song that goes from, like, especially some of the latecomers, like a song like Into the Night came together quite fast, and it's a bit of an intricate song. So seeing that come together when you're like, will this actually even be in the mix for the forthcoming record? But at that time, because time was so short, it didn't seem like it, and it's cool to see it now occupy a big space.
That jam is sick.
What is it?
Cable.
A track called Cable, which is kind of the newest of the new. It might be actually the newest song. I just came up with a drum part the other day. I never really recorded that one at home or anything. That's a great one.
Yeah, I got pretty stoked when I wrote the vocal for a song that's called Gran Hotel right now. Gran Hotel. So I don't know if it's like a big hotel, if it's a hotel like for grand. Grand. Imagine like a grand hotel, just only grands in there.
The working title of a track called Mr. Credit. There's a cool sort of foreboding kind of uneasiness to the chorus of the song.
And then I would say maybe even like I wouldn't say favorite songs, but songs that are cool. Like, well, we don't have names for these songs, so like that's the thing. They're all like code. I guess you can see the Code of Tony, which is like a piano tune. It's cool how to see that come together. Again, that wasn't something that was so obvious. We don't have many songs that are, geared around the piano, but that one really came together.
Here's my favorite, Cha Cha Cha. Cha Cha Cha, baby. That track, I think is fun because it's so unlike Interpol. In a way it is, in a way it's not. But here's the Asphalt Now.
You ready for your interview?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ready for your laddie? Gran Hotel, with the vocal that I did in Berlin before I came here for this session. Actually, like I sent them the sketchy demo. And sometimes my idea is so rough that I have to remember that like other people can't hear where it's going in my mind. They just hear me sending them like some crazy gibberish with like half a melody. And I'm just still kind of riding high on that excitement where I do kind of like sometimes like vocals were arriving for the more recent songs in a different way than I'm used to having vocal parts arrive. And they really are just that, like, they just show up basically. Like I'll be listening to something, maybe like trying to come up with bass ideas, and then all of a sudden I'll just hear, and I've been hearing them as fully produced group vocal parts in my head. And then I'm only able right now to sing me, the one. But it's just been an interesting process of kind of like seeing all the way to the end point of how the song is going to wind up sounding, and that it's like really dope and really sounds different. But right now it's still just pretty rudimentary, and the demo that I've sent out sounds like shit.
On the streets of
First time seeing the video.
That was my first time seeing your video.
Well, my video wasn't
Fresh
supposed to be
take.
seen.
Really?
Yeah, that was just me with my DSLR. But it's actually really amazing because, I mean, the video is so great, and the fact that we were able to see it in a theater.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my
for
god.
you.
I was having an emotional experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
that-
ultimately, I want to be making film, so music videos are just an avenue for me to start flexing that muscle. So seeing it on the theater
Well, let's
screen
hear a little
was
about it.
amazing.
Where are you from?
Texas,
What part?
Abilene.
By the way, we don't know each other.
We know each other.
Literally.
What's your name again?
Yeah, my name is Atiba. And yours?
Malia.
Malia, okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So you're
Nice to
from
meet you.
Texas.
Yeah, from Texas.
I mean, obviously looking at your video, you know what you're doing. So this isn't your
Thank
first
you.
rodeo.
Yeah.
How did you get started filmmaking and directing?
I always wanted to be a director. I think that I knew when I was really young. I just didn't quite know what it was. Like I really, really obsessively played Barbies, and I was like a total hermit. It was just like me and just telling stories, and I would like build sets for the Barbie and make clothes for them. So it wasn't just like, oh, Barbie had sex with Ken.
Right.
It was like there's a backstory. There was like a Tiffany involved, and Barbie got
Right.
upset. Like a whole thing. So then I got into photography when I was really young as a way to start building my eye, and then I got really into theater, so I did like all the high school theater, went to film school, then I was like, there's too many other questions? Yes.
This is a question for the both of you. Who's an artist that, like a dream artist for you that you'd like to work with?
Oh, well, Interpol.
Interpol, dude. It's already done. I'm done. I'm retired. It's Interpol.
Well, I'm Albert Hammond Jr. from The Strokes, and I wrote a short film together, and I really want it to get made. But we need money, so if anyone has, I'm gonna put a jar in the back, and
Go fund me.
Just give me
go
a couple
fund
$1 million.
Malia. That's my new website.
That's your one. Just
Yeah.
film me, man.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. Is like I want to create a space because I was a musician and can relate to musicians where and they all want to act. It's like rock stars and models and rock stars and acting and actors and music. It's just everyone wants to get in the bed, So
Yeah.
it's like I want to do that with musicians and then have them write the score.
Yes.
So yeah.
Albert, what's up? Get some.
He was gonna
Get
come.
funding. Is he here, Albert?
Yes.
Is the video for Fable still in the works, or just...
No, they just did a lyric video. I think there might not be any other videos, but if there is, You can guarantee I'm put my name in the hat.
I got you.
Would you
I'll
like
apply
it?
pressure.
Yeah.
For Atiba, you were, when they were creating the songs, how do they do it with the bass and then guitars and then piano when they're trying to come out with the track?
Paul will track the bass with Sam.
So it's a click track.
Click track.
Okay,
Sam works the computer. So Sam works the click track with the bass. But what I saw that would happen, which was kind of funny at times, is when they're in a jamming situation, the bass would run out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, you know.
Do they time the click to move with how the song should be moving? As in, like, it's going faster in the chord, then coming back down, or?
Well, that, like I said, it would just hit a tempo, and like, you know, because the songs were still getting fully structured when I was seeing that. By the time in London, they obviously track the drums, you know, and the bass together, and then it's already done. But upstate, yeah, Sam runs a computer. He's
a computer guy. I
he's a
thought
computer
Daniel was a computer guy. Wait, I have a question for you. Sorry, I'm just taking the mic back, but I have the mic. So you talked about how you caught them at a time in the studio where they were really coming up against themselves and their perfectionists. Is there a time or a moment when you witnessed how they supported each other through it, having such a long history?
Yeah. I mean, they were really good about that. And to be honest, I don't know if it will ever come back, but I was so. And by the way, all that footage is just the DSLR camera. Just so you know, anyone can do that. Shout out to Canon.
By the way, that was really cool. I didn't give you props.
I'm waiting for flowers.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you flowers. I just got so offended. Okay.
Just got something. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Where are you going? What were we talking about? Oh, the way that, they would always support each other. You know, they were honest with each other, and they get along so well. Like,
So
not
they
just
say
saying
when
that.
they're in hell, they're like,
Oh yeah, Paul made it very clear one day, like, I am fucking struggling. I need to go. He called it his dungeon. If you look out there, there's a picture where he's in a little room, and there's a picture of the Breakfast Club. And it was just the most tiny little vocal booth. And that's where he would go, roll a little joint and just get in his zone. But yeah, he'd be like, all right, he'd come in, listen to like what was going on with Daniel. By the time I got there, Sam had tracked most of his stuff. Yeah. And it was funny too, because I was also trying to do portraits. So it'd be like, you know, and they were at the end, and Sam's family was out there, and I'd just be like, dude, like, you know, that's a big part of this. Like, the storytelling is to have like good portraits and not just all be in the studio. So yeah, we would, you know, I'd have to kind of pull him away. And Paul, once again, is not who you think he is. He was doing boxing every morning. So you'll see a photo of him boxing. In the same upstate, he would run, I think it was 3 miles every day. And like, so I'm always like, you're exerting yourself before you even have to
exert yourself.
Exactly.
You gotta,
But yeah, they, you know, and they would be honest with each other about stuff. And Flood is like the guru.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna get the picture for sure.
Hey everyone, so it is 11:28 now. Just left the event, or should I say dropped off my brothers. We grabbed McDonald's real quick. Just want to give a overview of the event. I thought the event was very nicely executed. From what I saw at the New York one, well, based on the post I've seen, there's a bit more merch offered, like a tote bag. One of the shirts offered at the shows. I think they had the hat too. So at this one, they mainly just had a photo of Paul Banks. I think it was signed by Atiba. Don't quote me on that. They also had, obviously, the 2 shirts. I managed to snag both. It's a good thing they had them in stock still. I'm sure that they're still going to have supply up until Saturday. So if you have a chance to go to the event, I recommend you grab it because you never know. As the last time Interpol did something like this for an album was 2004 Antics. What else? So yeah, merch wise, that's what they had. The skateboard. What else? And they were handing out pretty much a free booklet with your purchase of the photos. It looks like it's all of the photos from exhibition. I'll need to look through it to confirm, but I'm gonna make sure to include a brief video in this whole little vlog going on of all the photos included for those who aren't able to attend or just don't have this come into their state or city, country, whatever it may be. But moving on from the merch, so as you saw, they included clips pretty much behind the scenes, and as Atiba said, with Interpol you don't really get a behind the scenes, you know. They're a mysterious band, so it was cool. It was very unique and different than usual, and it was good to get to see different sides to them, especially getting to see some of the recording process. And yeah, and we got to pretty much see the Gran Hotel video. I know that was just posted, like 2 days ago, on Tuesday if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I actually wanted to wait to watch it here. So yeah, it was like watching a movie. It was like the title suggests, it was a grand music video. Gran Hotel grand music video. So there's that. So that's pretty much some of the footage they showed, the music video, and then some of the behind the scenes. And yeah, I think that's all they showed video wise. Q&A was nice. So unfortunately Paul didn't show up, or Daniel. There's kind of just a little I don't know if conspiracy, what you want to call it, theory floating around that we're possibly gonna get Paul to show up because of the promotional poster, but unfortunately he didn't show up. But so we got Atiba there, and we got, I believe her name was Marissa, the director of the Gran Hotel video. So that was cool. A little Q&A, as you saw. I didn't record all of it, recorded some clips. As you saw, I asked him a question, I included it. Something I didn't get on tape was I asked Atiba if he had any information on the follow-up to Bakes and Steel's Anything But Words. And yeah, so that was cool. Again, asked him a question, got a photo with Atiba. It should be before this clip. But yeah, overall, amazing. It was an amazing event. And yeah, it was good to get to listen to Atiba and Marissa. As I said, I believe that's your names. Sorry, it slipped my mind. But getting to hear, just what it's like to be in their shoes and how they came to know Interpol and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just to add on top of the merch, I forgot to mention, I don't know if I haven't mentioned it already, but I did get the vinyl. Pretty much it just has like I believe it's called OBI strip, like when you get a record from Japan, it has like that strip, and it basically says Atiba and Branded Studios and all that good stuff. It was $28, so that wasn't bad. T-shirts were $54 a piece. Sorry, I didn't mention the prices. Skateboard was $95. The Paul Banks photo was $15. I think, like I said, I think it was signed by Atiba, so that was cool. And what else was there? Yeah, there's that. But we were told that the vinyl's limited to 100 copies a piece. So that's odd. That's a weird number because you got the LA that are selling them. You got New York. You got Mexico, London, I believe, Tokyo. 5 different cities, 5 different places. So I don't know how true that is. So yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to do an unboxing on the vinyl. So happy release day. Album should be out on Spotify, Apple Music already. I've got my record. I'm glad I didn't pre-order it, although I still need to get my hands on a red copy. I think they said this one was just a black copy with the OBI strip. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And oh yeah, just one more thing I'd like to add on top. It was amazing that we were able to get in, me and my brother and my brothers, because yeah, you know, we were waitlisted. RSVP list was full. There's a lot of no-shows, and there were still a couple empty seats. So yeah, blessing to get in. Yeah, we pretty much got there, what, a little bit before 7. Shopped around real quick, and then yeah, we went straight to the line, because I was like, hey, let's get in the line. Line doesn't look too long. Hopefully we get in. We met some cool people. So I don't know if any of them are watching, but thank you guys for, you know, chatting with me and my bros. It was great meeting you guys, and hopefully we run into you at the next Interpol show we attend. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the new album. I'm looking forward to giving you a listen. Might even do a review. I was considering a reaction video, but we'll see. God bless you guys. Take care and have a good night.